A 21-year-old college student by the name of Jada McPherson is leaving her Queens neighborhood for good just days after she was brutally attacked over a parking spot in Ridgewood. The attack, which was captured on video and it quickly went viral, it shows Jada being physically assaulted by a mother-daughter duo identified as 45-year-old Andrea Dumitru and her 21-year-old daughter Sabrina Starman, and a third man who has yet to be identified. The fight started when Jada tried to park her car outside their home at Putnam and Onderdonk Avenues, and according to her, the attackers blocked her spot with a garbage can, something that one neighbor says they've been doing for years to hold spaces. When Jada confronted them, things escalated. Jada says she was beaten, called racial slurs, and she even had chunks of her hair ripped out during the altercation. She described being called monkey and slave during the beating, making it clear this wasn't just about a parking space. Out of all of the people who witnessed the attack, only one person stepped in to help. Adis Kerbekovic, a neighbor recovering from surgery, who used his cane and words to try to stop the violence. He later gave Jada water and stayed by her side. The video triggered widespread outrage and community action. The very next day, over 100 people showed up at the scene of the attack to rally in support of Jada. Some came from as far as Long Island, wearing shirts that read "Protect Black Women." Despite the powerful show of unity, Jada says she's had enough. Her leasing company offered to relocate her and she's leaving Ridgewood community. The two women involved, Dumitru and Starman, were arrested and charged with first-degree assault and second-degree harassment. The male attacker has not yet been publicly identified or arrested. Jada says what hurt most wasn't just the attack, it was that so many people stood by recording instead of stepping in. She said they watched the whole fight go down. She didn't know her attackers before the incident. She simply told them they couldn't hold a parking spot and she ended up being jumped. Local residents and activists say the video struck a nerve, especially for Black women who often feel unprotected in public spaces. Local residents and activists say the video struck a nerve, especially for Black women who often feel unprotected in public spaces. One rally attendee, Brooklyn chef Lanaya Murray, said, "It really just felt like we're unprotected and people don't care." My honest thoughts on this. This incident highlights so many layers of pain. You have racial tension, you have gender-based violence, and then you even have bystander apathy. What happened to Jada McPherson was not just an assault over a parking spot. It was a racist and violent act carried out in broad daylight in a neighborhood where dozens of people watched and recorded but didn't act. That silence is deafening. Jada's decision to move away isn't just about safety, it's about feeling abandoned by a community that stood still. Only one person helped her despite a crowd being present. This is exactly why movements like Protect Black Women exist, because time and time again, Black women are targeted, disrespected, and left to defend themselves, even when outnumbered. The rally was powerful, but that unity came after the harm was done. Jada's story is a reminder that support must show up in the moment, not just after the fact. What happened to her shouldn't be happening, and the fact that her attackers used racial slurs while beating her, it just makes this not just a local crime but a civil rights issue. We have to ask, why was the man who instigated the violence not arrested? Why was Jada left to pick up the pieces of her life while her attackers kept their home? And why are we still debating whether black women deserve immediate and visible protection?